What makes a great Gundam pilot? Is it just skill or the ability to master any new machine? In the Gundam universe, certain pilots stand out for their amazing ability to adapt to new technology. These special pilots formed incredible connections with their mobile suits, pushing them beyond their limits. Join us as we count down the top 10 pilots who changed mobile suit combat forever. Number 10. Kamille Bidan, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. A prodigy mobile suit designer, even before becoming a pilot, Kamille Bidan brought a unique perspective to the cockpit of the RX-178 Gundam Mk2 and later the MSZ-006 Zeta Gundam. His technical understanding allowed him to push both machines to their limits, particularly the transformable Zeta, which required mastery of both mobile suit and mobile armor configurations. Kamille's adaptation was further enhanced by his powerful new type abilities, which evolved alongside his piloting skills. His emotional instability initially hindered his performance, but eventually became a source of power, particularly in the biosensor-equipped Zeta Gundam, which responded to his heightened emotional states. His final battle against Paptimus Sirocco demonstrated this complete integration, as Kamille channeled his full potential through the Zeta Gundam systems. Number 9. Shin Asuka, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny. Driven by trauma and a desire for vengeance, Shin Asuka demonstrated remarkable adaptability with the ZGMF X56S Impulse Gundam and later the ZGMF X42S Destiny Gundam. His initial mastery of the Impulse's modular design showed his technical proficiency, allowing him to quickly adapt to different combat situations by switching core components. Shin's transition to the Destiny Gundam highlighted his ability to adapt to a completely different combat philosophy, moving from the versatile but support-dependent Impulse to the self-sufficient, high-mobility Destiny. What makes Shin's adaptation particularly noteworthy is how closely it tied to his emotional state. His psychological struggles often hindered his judgment, but paradoxically enhanced his combat performance, demonstrating how adaptation sometimes occurs through emotional channels rather than purely technical ones. Before we continue with our countdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Gundam content. Now let's get back to our list of the most adaptable pilots. Number 8. Mikazuki Augus, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Mikazuki Augus's adaptation to the ASW-GO8 Gundam Barbatos represents one of the most physical and visceral examples in the franchise. Unlike many other pilots who interface with their mobile suits through conventional controls, Mikazuki connected directly via the Alaya Vichnana system, a surgical implant that created a neural link between pilot and machine. What makes Mikazuki's case particularly notable is how his limited education and focused worldview allowed him to adapt to the Barbatos without the philosophical or ethical hesitations that might have hindered other pilots. His utilitarian approach to both his body and his mobile suit as tools for survival led to a form of adaptation that was brutally effective, but came at a tremendous personal cost. Number 7. Asemu Asuno, Mobile Suit Gundam Age. Following in his father Flit's footsteps, Asemu Asuno proved that technological adaptation could sometimes overcome genetic limitations. Despite not being an X-Rounder, Age's version of new types, Asemu developed what he called the Super Pilot approach, mastering the Age 2 Gundam through sheer skill and determination. Asemu's greatest technological adaptation came later in life, when he assumed the identity of Captain Ash and piloted the Age 2 Darkhound. This modified version of his original Gundam represented a philosophy of adaptation through customization rather than evolution, as he reworked the mobile suit to match his more experienced piloting style. His ability to remain competitive against X-Rounders despite lacking their enhanced spatial awareness demonstrated that technological adaptation could sometimes compensate for biological limitations, a recurring theme in the Gundam universe. Number 6. Banagher Links, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Banagher Links represents a fascinating case of technological adaptation, particularly considering his civilian background. Thrust into the cockpit of the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam, Banagher had to rapidly adapt to one of the most advanced and temperamental mobile suits ever created. The Unicorn's Psycho Frame technology responded directly to Banagher's new type abilities, creating a symbiotic relationship between pilot and machine that evolved throughout the series. What makes Banagher's adaptation remarkable is how he navigated the thin line between controlling the Unicorn and being controlled by it, particularly when the Destroy mode activated. Banagher's journey with the Unicorn Gundam demonstrates how the most advanced technologies sometimes require not just technical mastery, but emotional and spiritual growth. Number 5. Flit Asuno, Mobile Suit Gundam Age. As both a pilot and an engineer, Flit Asuno represents a unique case study in technological adaptation. After witnessing the destruction of his home colony, the young Flit channeled his trauma into developing the Age 1 Gundam and its age system, which allowed the mobile suit to evolve based on combat data. Flit's adaptation was multi-generational. He piloted the Age 1 in his youth, then continued to refine the age system throughout his life. His understanding of mobile suit technology was so profound that he created a framework for continuous adaptation, allowing the Age Gundams to respond to new threats across decades of conflict. His legacy of technological innovation continued through his son and grandson, creating a dynasty of adaptive pilots. Number 4. Heero Yuy, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Trained from childhood as a soldier, Heero Yuy brought a unique combination of technical brilliance and psychological conditioning to mobile suit piloting. His adaptation to the XXXG-01W Wing Gundam was remarkable, but his true technical leap came with mastering the XXXG-020 Wing Gundam Zero and its notorious Zero system. The Zero system represented one of the most psychologically demanding technologies in Gundam history, overwhelming most pilots with its predictive combat data. Heero's cold, methodical approach to piloting allowed him to push experimental technologies to their limits. His willingness to self-destruct his Gundam multiple times also highlights his understanding that the pilot and machine are ultimately expendable tools in service of the mission, a perspective that paradoxically allowed him greater freedom to experiment with his mobile suit's capabilities. Number 3. Kira Yamato, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. As a coordinator with genetically enhanced abilities, Kira Yamato possessed natural advantages, but his true excellence lay in his ability to rapidly adapt to new operating systems and mobile suit configurations. When first piloting the GATX-105 Strike Gundam, Kira rewrote its operating system mid-battle, a feat that showcased his extraordinary technical understanding. Kira's adaptability continued with his mastery of the ZGMF X-10A Freedom Gundam, and later, the ZGMF X-20A Strike Freedom. What makes Kira remarkable is his ability to transition between dramatically different combat philosophies, from the Strike's modular approach to the Freedom's overwhelming firepower and mobility. His development of the Seed Factor, essentially a heightened state of spatial awareness and combat reflexes, further demonstrates his capacity to evolve alongside his technology. Number 2. Setsuna F. Seiei, Mobile Suit Gundam 00. Few pilots in the Gundam universe have experienced such a profound connection with their mobile suits as Setsuna F. Seiei. Beginning with the GN001 Gundam Exia, Setsuna demonstrated exceptional adaptability to the unique GN drive technology that powered Celestial Beings Gundams. What distinguishes Setsuna is his evolution from a technically proficient but emotionally detached pilot to one who literally became one with his machine. His transition from the Exia to the GN000000 Gundam, requiring him to synchronize with twin GN drives, to the GN0000 plus GN R010000, Razor demonstrated his unparalleled ability to adapt to increasingly complex systems. His transformation into an innovator allowed him to interface with the KNT's quantum systems at a level that transcended conventional piloting, enabling him to achieve dialogues with alien intelligences. Number 1. Amuro Ray, Mobile Suit Gundam. Amuro Ray's journey from civilian teenager to legendary ace pilot represents perhaps the most dramatic evolution in the Gundam franchise. When fate thrust him into the cockpit of the RX-78-2 Gundam during the One-Year War, Amuro possessed nothing but a mechanical aptitude and the survival instinct of a cornered animal. Yet within hours, he was engaging and defeating trained Zeon pilots. Throughout his career, Amuro continued to evolve, piloting the RX-78NT-1 Gundam Alex and later the RMS-099 Rick Dias, before reaching his zenith with the RX-93 NU Gundam, a machine he helped design specifically to channel his new type capabilities. His final battle against Char Aznable in Char's counterattack demonstrated how completely he had integrated with his technology, using the Psycho Frame technology to achieve feats that defied conventional understanding of mobile suit capabilities. If you enjoyed this countdown of Gundam's most adaptable pilots, hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more mecha content.